Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. A few videos back, I introduced you all to these electronic earmuffs from PROHEAR, and overall was really impressed with them. Well, they also sent me a different model of hearing protectors to check out. These are actually Bluetooth capable, and the model is the EM037. Now, these ones are not going to be designed for shooting firearms. It's more like working in your yard, lawnmowers, chainsaws, stuff like that, working like in a shop or whatever. But you're going to be able to listen to music that's on your phone through these. Also be able to take phone calls. So stick around if you want to learn about them. We'll do a real quick unboxing. We'll go over all the features and specifications. I'll show you guys how to pair them and then how to actually use them. Try to let you hear what it sounds like and then get some thoughts on them. Quickly show you around the box. Again, we're EM037 for this particular model. Phone calls, music. Looks like we're going to have some charging. These have a 30 SNR, which is a single number rating. That's a European unit. Basically what it means is that, let's just say something is 115 decibels. Well, this will reduce that by 30 decibels, so it'll be 85 decibels. So much more pleasing on your ears. A little bit more information on this side. Looks like there's multiple colors available in these. This did come from Amazon. Again, Bluetooth, stereo sound. You'll be able to control everything right here. And looks like the ear cushions are replaceable. Again, we're going to be able to charge these. They have a built-in 1500 milliamp hour battery. But let's get into it. See how it's packaged, what all we get. So it looks like we're going to get like a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary jack there. Our charging cable is USB-A to USB-C. Looks like there's a manual in there. Quickly show you that. Then we have the muffs themselves. They actually come in a really nice bag, like a storage bag, branded. And then here is the EM037. Lots of cushioning around that headpiece. Lots of cushioning on the earpieces. There's our USB-C port. There's our jack over there. So if I'm on the mower or using the chainsaw, running the log splitter, this is what I typically use, just something like this here, and they get the job done. But I will say, if I had some music to listen to during that, 3 hours of using the log splitter, it would definitely make it more enjoyable. And what's kind of nice about these is that you don't have to use the music if you don't want. They're still really good, hearing protectors. I'm going to grab you guys a weight and then compare them to the ones that I normally wear. So we're at 11.9 ounces, because they do feel heavier. And we're at 8 ounces, so it's almost a 4-ounce difference. I mentioned earlier that these have a built-in 1500 milliamp hour battery. It takes about 4 hours to charge these if they were completely depleted. And then once fully charged, you're supposed to get 120 hours of listening to music time, or around 40 hours of being on phone calls. So really good run times. The Bluetooth that's in these are 5.3, and that's going to give you a little further range from the device that they're connected to. You can go up to 80 feet away. They're supposed to connect really fast. They say around 3 seconds or so, and have stereo sound to them. So let's get into turning these on and then pairing them. This button right here is our power button. We need to press that for 2 seconds to turn them on. And then if you wanted to shut it off, you got to hold it, I guess, for 3 seconds, which I'll try that right now. And they did say power on and power off. I don't know if you could hear that, but
power on. Bluetooth pairing mode.
And now it just said that we're in Bluetooth pairing mode. So I'll hook it up to my iPad. So I'm going to go over here, and then we see EM037, and it just said Bluetooth connected. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube and some copyright-free, royalty-free music. Play that. So as you're listening to stuff, if you want to increase the volume, you just hit this arrow here. And that little beep let us know we were at the max level. To decrease. If you're listening to music like on your phone or whatever, and you want to go to the next track, you just double tap the M button here. If you want to go back to the previous track, you triple click that. If you're listening to music and you receive a phone call, the music will actually stop, and then you can hit the multifunction button to answer that call. If you're on a phone call and you want to mute yourself, you can again just press that one time and it will mute you, and then you can press it again and it will unmute you. If you're on a call and want to hang up, you hit that multifunction button for a couple of seconds and it will end your call. And at the same time, if you're receiving a phone call and you don't want to accept it, you can long press that and it basically will send it to your voicemail. These also have voice assist like Siri and then Google Assistant, and you can single press the power button there like quickly and just say Siri, do whatever, and it will do that. So these are going to be able to fit a variety of head sizes, basically any size, small, medium, large, whatever. You just kind of pull these down to adjust for your head size. And as far as how they seal, they look to be pretty tight all the way around. I'll have to see what they feel like on me here in a bit, but that might give you some idea. Well guys, I've had these earmuffs for a couple weeks and have had a chance to use them a few different times, and overall I actually really like them. The purpose of them is to take really loud sounds and reduce it down to a safe level, and they do a fantastic job of that. Even though they're a little bit bulkier and a little bit heavier than what I traditionally wear, they don't feel heavier once they're on your head. Just the way that they're designed and just like the overall cushion and stuff like that on them, they're very comfortable to wear. They claim that internal battery lasts at least 40 hours. I can't verify that yet because I've only used them for 3 or 4 hours total outside. But if it's true, I mean, if you worked in a shop or something like that, you basically will only have to charge these one time a week. And another nice thing is if the battery were to fail, you can just use that 3.5mm jack and then plug directly into your device and still continue to use them. The other thing that's nice is if the battery were to fail, you can still just use them even without listening to music and stuff, and they're perfectly fine like that. And remember, these also have that 5.3 Bluetooth technology in them, which is supposed to be a little bit faster connectivity. But the biggest thing is really the range. I know it said like, I think 85 feet or something like that. I tested them even further than that. I actually left my phone inside of my house and basically walked outside with them on playing music, and I never lost a signal anywhere. And I know that I was well over like 110, 120 feet away. I talked earlier about how they don't feel heavy when you're wearing them, and how the headband is cushioned. The ear cups are really cushioned as well. Plus the opening is really large. Like you get like a full ear coverage. And then the other thing is that these are removable and replaceable if they wear out or get like super dirty or something like that. If I could change something on them, I wish that there was a way that they would fold up into the headband just to make the overall footprint smaller when I'm storing them. And the final thing to remind you of is that these are noise reducing headphones or earmuffs and not noise canceling. So the EM037 is available on Amazon. When I started this video, they were like $34 or $35. A couple weeks later here, they are right at $40 now. So you should expect somewhere in that range. And I'll leave that Amazon link down in the video description in case you guys want to find out more information on them or pick a set up. But alright guys, if you found the video helpful or informative in any way, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel out. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And that's going to be it on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.